All right, guys, today we're going to talk about something super simple, but I can promise you most DIYers and most professionals are not checking these right, and it can cost you dearly. Let's get into it. Simplest thing in the world, belts. We've had them forever. We had V belts, and then we went to the serpentine belts, I guess you could call them. Sometimes they're not as serpentine as they used to be. Now we've got multi-rib belts. Let's just call them multi-rib belts. So for years, for the overwhelming majority of the time that we've had belts in existence, we always looked for cracks, right? You would look at the belt and you would take and, it would be on the car and you'd just be looking for cracks all along in here, right? Well, that was good for V belts for sure. And it was good for your early multi-rib belts. It is not true anymore. I cannot tell you the last time I saw a crack on a belt. It's been a very long time, unless you're working on something older. You're just not going to see belts crack anymore. They're made of a different material. It's called EPDM. I'm in no way ever going to try to say what that stands for because I would butcher it. But just know that the way that I try to explain it is they wear more like a tire. They don't crack and break up. They just wear down. So what happens is the grooves, so these are two of a really the same belt, and you can see that one of them, so this is not a new belt, this is a partially used belt, came off a truck, and this is a wore out belt. And you can see how the top edges, or in this case the top edges, but these leading edges here are wider here than they are on this one. These are very, very skinny, and these are wider. And that's what happens is as that belt wears out, it just starts to just wear the grooves thinner and thinner and thinner. So how do we check these? Other than visually looking at it, how can you tell? And sometimes getting in the car and looking at that, it's easy right here. We can look at those and see easily that this one's got a lot more wear on it now that we know that the grooves are just going to widen out, right? We can look at those two compared to each other and go, oh yeah, that's really worn out. But if we've got something on a vehicle, for instance, let's look at this Jeep. If we look at that and we just look at that belt, is it good or bad? I mean, you don't really have a reference to look at it and be able to tell. So companies make tools. Belt companies make tools. So I know that there's 3 different tools. We only have 2 of them here. I don't know why we don't have, my favorite one is the Continental one. And for some reason, we don't have any of those. The reason I like it is just because it's easy to get in. But these are easy to get into. All right. So this one has one way to check a belt. This is from Gates, and this one's from Dayco. And like I say, maybe we can throw a picture or something of the Continental one. This has got one way to check the belt with these grooves. I'm going to show you how to do it. This has got, actually, they say 3 ways, but I'm not going to worry about this window because we're not going to see cracking. Supposedly, you look for a certain number of cracks inside this window, but we're not looking for cracking. If you're working on older stuff, maybe that's a good tool for you. We're more concerned with using this side and this piece right here. That is part of the tool, right? These you can pick up. You should be able to pick these up you should be able to pick them up for free. If you're in the industry, if you're a technician and you're in the industry, you're a shop owner, call your parts stores. They should give you these for free, right? If you go to trade shows, if you go out to Vision or you go out to Apex, these belt manufacturers usually have these things laying around like candy. Just grab some, okay? And get one for every one of your guys. And they should be using them on every car.
They should give them to the DIY guys too if they go in the parts store. We got the blue one from Advance.
Yeah, Advance send those down to us, right? Yeah, and reality is they don't pay for them. They get, Dayco doesn't charge for these. Continental doesn't even have a part number, I don't think. I think they get given to the parts stores. I really do. So they should just give them to you. Now, here's how they work. Let's use this one first. So let's use the Gates one first. How we're going to do this is going to be on the car, right? We're going to put this in. So if we look at it, again, this is the worn out one. This is the newer one. So worn out. So put it in there, and we're just kind of push up on it, okay? I'm going to just hold my finger in here so it doesn't fall because I'm trying to hold the belt too. And you see that. See how it wiggles around? There's play there. Okay? Now let's put it in the good one. And this is not a new belt. Remember that. No play. 0 play. That's a good belt. That one's worn out. If you get play, if it moves around, I'll try to, I know there's a lot of stuff moving probably. Let me try to, if it moves around, the belt is worn. Okay? That's that one. This one has a couple ways of doing it. Again, let's put this in there. Let's put it in a good one first. Again, you can do this on the car. I'm going to show you upside down just because you'll get a good visual of it. But you can do this in the car also if you got it under it or can put it down on top of it. We'll do it on this Jeep. But let's say I put it in this one, right? And you can kind of look at that and see that's a massive amount of play, right? Okay, let's do this one. No play. That's the belt moving. That tool it's not moving, right? That shows that the belt's bad. Now, the good thing with this tool is that let's say you can't get this in there. I mean, that's pretty large to get in some places. Take that side here, all right? And what you do with it is you put it in the belt. And I'm going to flip it over so you can see it because you're not going to be able to feel it. But this is all a feel thing. So if we put it in the belt, and what you would do is if you were underneath it, you would just run your finger. I know I'm making it hard on Sherwood. But you run your finger there, right? And that tool is not sitting. We kind of get down the angle here. Mm-hmm. It's not proud of the belt. It's inside the belt. Yep. So if I run my finger, all I can feel is the ribs of the belt. Let's show you the good one. Should have showed you the good one first probably, but changed it up on that one. Kept you on your toes. All right. Again, you do this on the car, and you can see that one. You can feel and see the plastic above the belt. Yep. So if you can see it, feel it, it's good. If you can't, it's no good. It's just that simple. People are going to say, well, yeah, you get the belt off the car. It's super easy. This Jeep, and no, listen, I get it. You do this on a BMW, you do this on some Volkswagens, you do this on some cars where it's really, really tight. It's not easy. But the alternative is this, and why I said it can cost you dearly is this. You don't know the belt's going to break. It has no signs other than what I'm showing you. There's no signs of what it's going to break. If you looked at that belt in the car, you might say, oh, that belt looks good. There's no cracking in it or no fraying in it, or it just looks fine. And then tomorrow, literally tomorrow, it could just break in two pieces. It just snaps and goes, right? I say two pieces, just snaps and just comes off the car. It could be a month, it could be 2 months. We want to look out for our clients, the DIYers out there. You want to look out for your car. You don't want a belt to break. A belt breaking can, 100% leave you stuck on the side of the road. 2, it's not turning your water pump. It's going to cause the car to overheat. It's not turning your alternator. You're not going to, depending on how many belts you have on it, not going to be charging the battery up. Now all of a sudden your battery's going dead. Now you're putting a battery in the car and a belt on the car, or you're putting you're putting a hose on it because it blew a hose because the pump wasn't turning anymore, or worse, you blew up an engine because it overheated to the point where it wasn't circulating the coolant, and now you're putting an engine in it. So for decades of my life in this business, we just always looked at these belts and said, oh, it's cracking, replace the belts. And today, I bet you belt sales, I don't know, maybe if there's some belt reps out there, write in the comments, I bet you belt sales are down just simply because people don't know when they should be replaced. Plus, I'm sure they're lasting a lot longer too. But I bet you people just don't replace them until they break. So let's go ahead and show this. And while I'm doing this, I want you guys to know that that belt that's worn out over there did come off a vehicle where the other belt left the vehicle and caused an issue. So again, we're looking at this belt. We're going to take the teeth, put it in there, and try to move it back. We're not doing this on the teeth. We're just going back and forth. So I can tell you right now, that's not moving. It looks like it's, I'm just kind of rocking it. But again, you get a feel for this. If I take this, I'm going to try to do this where you can see it. But if I take that and I put it in there, I can definitely feel the plastic. There's the plastic. Right, so you can feel it above the, like on this vehicle, if I was using this tool, yeah, I can get to this. That's pretty easy. Or you can even do this and put it right up under here. And so quickly I can go, that's 100%. That's good, right? If I'm using this tool, I would just, for me, put it under here, right? And I would just try to move it. And again, there it is. Oops. There it is. There's no play. Right now I'm trying to move it. There's no play. So this belt's good. No issues whatsoever. It's something that, again, we need to be doing. Jump out there, go to your parts stores, you've got the video now. You can show them the pictures of these. Sherwood will put a picture of the Continental one in there. I think Gates made that other one with the little wire on it. Maybe they stopped making that one and changed it to this one. I didn't like that Gates one, the other one with the little, it just basically had this tool in it, but it was facing that way, so it was hard to get it in some places. Maybe that's why they changed it. But anyway, go get them. If you're a technician, go get these, put them in your toolbox, use them on every car, and make sure people know when they need to replace their belt, it's not going to crack. Educate your clients. If they say, well, I don't see any cracking on it, maybe they're somebody who looks at their car or looks under the hood, I don't see any cracking on it, educate them on why, right? You send them this video, show them this video, and make sure they understand that it's not going to wear like it cracks all up. It's just going to get, the grooves are just going to get wider and wider and wider. All right, guys, that's it. Sometimes it's the simplest things that give us the hardest time. Sometimes they can cause us the most heartache. This is definitely one of them. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Are you guys using some tools like this? Is there a different tool out there that I haven't mentioned? I'd love to know that. Leave a comment down below and let us know. Have you seen this cause an issue? Have you seen anything else get damaged on a vehicle because a belt broke? And maybe find out, oh yeah, that belt was worn out. I'd love to know it. While you're down there, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, hit that thumbs up. If you've waited this long, just so you know, I don't know exactly when this video is going to go out, but it's my birthday this week. I'd love for you guys want to get me something, just hit that subscribe button. That's all. That would be the best gift that you could do for me. It almost get us to 300,000 followers, 300,000 subscribers. And we would love to do that. We're getting there really, really fast. And we really appreciate you guys. You're the reason we do this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.